Not sure why I did reboot my PC today, but that is no reason for my OBS to have changed its settings. So for some reason it looks like my OBS has changed its settings, so I'm going to go ahead and check this out. Hopefully this is working better. Hopefully you guys can hear me. So this is Bondar JR, Silverwolf, Ron. Here to stream some eveonline. Streamed last night, and I actually had a bunch of people come in and follow and lure me into a section of space where they ganked me. So, which is one of the things I was kind of afraid of with streaming, but it is part of what happens. So, not a big deal. It's part of the game. So we're going to go ahead and get switched over here to the Eve screen and go from there. So I want to thank my lurkers. About all I have, unless I have people jump in to lure me to different places in space to gank me. Luckily, all I had was I can't even remember the name of the ship. It was a horribly traumatic experience. Kill report available. So it was a venture. So it was a mining frigate. So only 2 million worth of ISK total loss. So not a big deal. Didn't have any implants because I've been killed so many times. I haven't bothered putting implants in, even though I got an implant from that storyline that we just completed. But yeah, that's where we're at. So there are several people here. Temps and clones and Boomstick Bob. There's some stuff going on earlier today where things were going on. Let me see what I got here. I don't have anything fitted on the ship. So I am going to see about getting that taken care of. Why is it not showing anything? Nothing found. Nothing found where? Filter. So I don't have any low slots. I don't want to filter anything. Well, that's really weird. Vanillin. Item hanger. Got stuff here. So yeah, I don't exactly know why this is not bringing up what I need. All right. Drive on there. Put my probe launcher on there. So what's taking up too much space? Probably this. No. I wonder. Because I had this one on here before. Maybe I didn't have the micro warp drive. Maybe I had a afterburner. So yeah, trying to get this figured out. Figured maybe we'll do some some planetary industry. It's another way you can make some money in Eve. Semi uneventful. So I do want to look at one thing. So my jobs failed again today. 78% success rate. I've had 2 fail, which is very disappointing. So Starship Engineering, Quantum Physics, and Encryption Methods. So I'm working on the encryption methods. I can work on quantum physics as well. Let's see, add to queue, another 19 days. Because I don't have any implants, so that's probably hurting me. Starship Engineering, how much time is left on that? 18 days on this one. Only has 3 days left. Let's go ahead and do that one. And let's move quantum physics up. We'll go through that. Probably change those again, you know, in the course of time. So, did I put, no, I did not. So I should have some charges that I can scan with. Core chargers, we'll put them in there. And then we will also reprocess these. We will also throw these in here. And go ahead and set up our planetary industry. That's something I can do. So actually, let's go here, get rid of this, get rid of this. So let's see what else we can put back on here. So it looks like the micro warp drive won't work. So that's a bust. And damage control won't work either. You know, if I take the cloak off, I bet you all of these will work. Yep. Yep. So I'm gonna have to micro warp drive. $1,500. Increases the radius by 500. That's ridiculous. 10 seconds. Maximum velocity bonus is 72%. This one is 500%. That makes a huge difference. 45. 5. So, yeah, that makes a difference. Our cloak. So what's the problem with our cloak? Cloak really doesn't do me a whole lot of good, but so 25 CPU. So I need 30, it only gives 25 CPU. So I need something to boost the CPU. Reactor control, I don't think does that. Capacitor recharge rate, structure shield recharge rate. Shield hit points. Power grid. I think we get CPU, which is going to be a capacitor. want a capacitor transmitter. So let's go here. What's going on here? Sufficient required charges. I got plenty. Prototype cloaking devices offline. I understand that. I'm trying to figure out how to get more CPU. So thank you for that. So let's go here. Let's go here. And what's this one say? Yeah, so the scan range finding. There's my 5. Doesn't put the cloak on there. And it's got a couple rigs, which I'm really not interested in. So, and I could probably take these relic analyzers off. Exit. Let's take these off. Let's take this off. Let's take this off. Yeah. Let's just do this. Actually, I'm not even sure I need to do this, so I'm not going to scan nothing down today. Oh, yeah. Let's just do this. Somebody wants to blow me up, they can blow me up. So we've got 8 people in the system. Not sure what's going on here. I didn't put my planetary stuff in there because I'm just going to exit and see what's out here. So Boomstick Bob is actually a pirate. Go figure. Channels is out there, that's fine. Yeah, they post their kills, so that's awful nice of them. So I'm going to go ahead and dock again. Pick up these things and try and do the planetary economy, so. Sorry if my voice is kind of weird. I've got a lot of drainage from allergies, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but.
Docking permission requested.
Not sure if I'm going to continue with the eveonline.
Docking request accepted.
Given the situation yesterday, seems like I'm publicizing too much information, so probably not the best way to play an MMO. So may end up going a different route. If you guys like the eveonline, let me know either through here or through the YouTube channel. I can always continue it. I'm not married to it either way. I'm kind of playing around with different games to see what works. So let's go ahead and get these. Get these 3. And actually, I don't even know if I can carry all 3. Probably not. Come on. Where are they? There. All right. So I was making some notes. So I do need a lava one, which there's no lava in here in Venolin. So. But I do need a plasma oceanic temperate, so let's go with the oceanic. So, as it turns out, this one can't carry anything anyway. So we're going to switch ships. Which is what I was kind of afraid of. And I'm sure I can put all 3 in this one. I don't want to get this one blown up though, so. But this one does have a covert ops cloak, so I can fly out somewhere in cloak. Not positive if it will let me deploy these while cloaked. Probably not. Where did 30,000 titanium come from? I think I was going to take that to that place, but I didn't want to fly with this ship. So let's go ahead and put that 295, 84. Not a whole lot of info. So let's go out here. What we're going to do is we're going to actually warp out to one of these planets. So we've got a gas. We've got a storm. We've got a temperate, which is one we want. We've got an oceanic one. I guess we don't. Could have swore we had an oceanic one. Well, that frickin' sucks. Barren, plasma, storm, temperate, storm, gas, barren, gas, barren. No. So that's kind of worthless. Alright, so anyway, let's just go out here to one of these planets.
Warp drive active.
I already have 2 planets in this system set up. So cloak, they can still scan me down, but I don't think they can completely find me, or at least not target me. Which should be good. With the micro warp drive, I should be able to get out of the way if they decide to warp disperse me. And so then I can try and do that. So let's see, jettison. I don't want to jettison. So let's go to industry, planetary industry. All right. So I've got 2 planets here already, a storm and a plasma. I'm going to go ahead and open these guys up. So it looks like they're still running. I've got base metals, construction blocks. Don't really need any, probably construction blocks, reactive metals. So there's pretty good. So I need base metals and reactive metals for something else. So I'm going to let those complete. This one shows it's got less than a minute left. There you go. So, talk about timing. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oops, that's not the one I wanted. So yeah, and this one looks like it's got about 2 minutes left, 2.5 minutes left. So actually it shows it's got 2 hours and 2 minutes. So okay. So this is just the current cycle. All right. This one should show 2 hours and 8 seconds. Yep. So these still have time left. So I'm going to leave them alone. Let them go. We're going to go and look at our next planet. Oh, there it is. All right. This one is actually stopped. So, and I don't believe we're making anything here that I want. So we are making water, which I do need. Oxygen and reactive metals. Okay. So those are necessary. So the one thing I need is I need transmitters. I need supercomputers, I need miniature electronics, and I need hermetic membranes. So the oceanic one was, I think, where I was going to do the other. So somehow we're getting water here. So water-cooled CPU, coolant, sterile, superconductors. Don't need any of those. So this one's super tensile. Don't need those. This one goes nanites, mechanical parts, construction blocks. Nope. So I want to see. So let me do some more research here. So let's go here. Let's see. Plasma. So it actually says I could build the transmitters on a plasma planet. So this is a plasma planet, I believe. No, this is a storm planet, but storm is one of the ones I can build it on. So let's say transmitters. High-tech transmitters. No. That's weird. I don't think that's it. Yeah, that is it. No, so here's transmitter, which is a tier 2. All right. So we need chiral structures and plasmoids, which is suspended plasma, which probably only comes from plasma planet, right? Flight scientist, planet discovery structure, blah, 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 blah. Comes from suspended plasma, which comes from also a storm planet. All right, so there's our suspended plasma. So if we go ahead and get the suspended plasma, so let's actually go back. So the plasmoids, we have the chiral structures. We actually have a ton of them. So if we get the plasmoids, which we saw comes from suspended plasma. So if we go ahead and get the suspended plasma, we can make our transmitters here. So I'm going to actually change these guys. So this one was extracting liquids. This one, I've actually got 3 of them here. This one was extracting noble gas, which I don't think we need anymore, so let's get rid of it. And this one was extracting base metals, which I don't think we need anymore either. All right, so we're going to look here at the suspended plasma. So it shows here we've got suspended plasma. We can extend our scan down to see where the areas are. So there's a good area over here. Not the best area over here. This is going to be pretty far away. Come on. Let's see if we can do this. All right, so what we want to do, let's say submit. We want to build. And we want an extractor control unit. All right. All right, put it there. We're going to create a link between it and our facility. Okay. Submit. All right. And then we are going to start an extraction program. So we want to extract suspended plasma. So we've got that one. We want to install an extractor. Swing it over here. It's actually not extracting very much, so let's expand our scan a little bit so we can see what we got. All right. These around, try and get them centered. When you actually overlap these, you'll see they show up red. So that'll let you know when you're overlapping them. Let's see how many of these. Always seems to put it right behind the... Right behind the... Still overlapping. All right. $43, $44, $44. All right. So based on that, looks like we got it pretty well covered. So now I'm going to change it to 1 hour, 15 hours. Oh, it raised it. I knew there was a problem here. We're going to do 1 day, 2 hours. So that way we're doing it. So now what we want to do is make this bigger. I'm going to move these all out a little more, because they're bigger. Let's move these all out. So I should have set the time frame first. Hindsight's always 20/20. So 46 looks like about the best we can do. Well, that's right in the middle. And then I'm going to put these other ones right around it. It's 43. What's over here? 42. 42. So 43 it is. All right. So if we shrink this down a little bit, what wrong way? Yeah, it looks like we probably should shift these all a little bit this way. Which two are overlapping? Oh, come on. Alright. Try and get these all in here so they're covering the most area without overlapping. So there's our 46. That's our high one. Bunch of 45s, couple 43s, and a 42. Which one is that? This one. Still the 42. 42.9. Almost 43. Alright. I'm going to say start extraction 1 day, 2 hours. We'll check on it every route so it actually doesn't show as routed. Create route. We're going to route it to here. Okay, so that's taken care of. So it's going to extract it. It's going to send it there. And then these guys are all working. So producing water, producing oxygen, producing reactive metals. actually waiting on resources. So this one is the one that's actually getting liquid. So reactive metals is no longer here. So we're going to change this to plasmoids. Install. All right. All right. And we're going to say input root is missing. So that's fine. Links, we got the links. Let's do roots. So we say here, there are no plasmoids here yet. Suspended plasma, create a root. All right, to here. All right. All right, hold on. Let's see what that says. Storm basic industry facility invalid commodity, not ingredient current schematic. Okay, so oh, that's why, because I sent it to the wrong one. There you go. All right, create root. All right, this one should still be getting the water, so we're good. All right. So this one, and then the plasmoids, we need to route that out. Create route back to here. Create route. All right. This is all the setup stuff. So the suspended plasma is going to be gathered here, sent to the storage. Storage is going to send it to this guy, which is then going to make the plasmoids. All right. This one is oxygen, which we are not producing anymore. We got rid of noble gas. Let's get rid of this. All right. Where's our footprint? So now we've got oxygen, water, reactive metals. Okay, so we were still going to create this water. Program not active. It's actually 1 day, 1 hour. It's only got 2 of them. Oops. It's really big. So honestly, it looks like this one over here is better, but so this one looks like we could probably get a little bit more. 93.9, 94.2. Yeah, so unfortunately, I don't think it'll stretch all the way over here. But we could destroy this one and create another one. Let's do that. Let's get rid of this one. So let's close this, destroy this. All right. And then let's go ahead and build another one. So an extractor unit. We really need the water. I think we do need the water. But all right, and then we want to link this back. All right, so then we're going to say install, and we want to install this as aqueous liquids. There you go. All right, and then we're going to say install. We're going to put you right here in the middle. Those are much better. Oh, wait, we got to change the time frame. 1 day. We'll do 1 day, 2 hours. That's what the other one was. So these are overlapping now. Let's go here to scan and let's see. Okay. We've got a bunch of water, so I don't know that we really need more water. But since we may as well have something going here, at least for this cycle, we'll go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's say start extraction. All right. Submit. All right. So we're pulling liquids, we're pulling that. So in order to make our transmitters, hey Nick, how are you? Sorry I missed that you were in there. Thanks for joining, I appreciate it. Good to have you on board. Can you hear me okay? Is everything coming through all right? It's not choppy? So I was worried we had some problems with my microphone in the beginning. So I was trying to figure that out, but we seem like we got that straightened out. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to add another level. So I'm going to go back to build, and I want to do an advanced build. And I'm going to say do an advanced one, and I'm going to build it right here. And create a link. All right, and submit. No, I'm actually sitting out here cloaked. I think I'm still cloaked. Let's see, yeah, I think I submitted that. Yeah, I'm still cloaked, so. But yeah, no ganking tonight. At least, yeah. Nobody's lured me off into anywhere. I haven't noticed if any of the guys have showed up, so. But yeah, they don't have it. Doesn't look like they've showed up tonight, so. But, you know, there's always hope. Could be later, so. So let's go back in here. So what I want to do is one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up these chiral structures that I have. So one of the things we did was we looked up, I don't know why it keeps going away, but we looked up transmitters, which unfortunately didn't give us any. Where are you going? Why did you not pop up? It's like while this is up here, it will not show me anything. Which is kind of strange. So why give me the search if it won't do anything? Maybe it's 2. There you go. Yeah, so here's high check transmitters, which is not what I want. I want these regular transmitters. So it needs plasmoids, which we're producing from the suspended plasma, and then it needs chiral structures, which I have a ton of them at my Vanillin station. So I'm going to go ahead and load a bunch of these in here, but I'm going to set these up so that when the plasmoids get built, they will then make these transmitters, and voila, one of the items I need is completed. So the other things we need and actually we'll just do a search on those, but let's go ahead and finish this one. So in order to transmit products down to the surface, you need to have enough storage. So this storage one I have here, we can take the oxygen, we can take the reactive metals, we can actually take the water, we could actually take all this and get it out of here, because we don't need any of it for what's going on here. The water we will probably use somewhere else because I think one of my others needs water. So I also need supercomputers. All right. No, really. Probably one word. Yeah, so there's supercomputers. So when we look at that, that's actually a tier 3. So it takes water-cooled CPU, coolant, and consumer electronics, okay? So consumer electronics if we look, consumer electronics take Trall structures, which we already have, and toxic metal. So I think I'm producing toxic metal on the plasma planet, so we'll look at doing that there. So that'll give us our consumer electronics. Coolant takes water and electrolytes. Electrolytes need iconic solutions, which iconic solutions can be produced in gas or storm. So iconic solutions is another one I guess we could produce here, because this is a storm planet. Or electrolytes. So iconic solutions are produced from storm planet. All right. I already looked that up. Why are you looking that up again? So yes, and then it eventually will make coolant. So in order for this, we need these three things. Water-cooled CPU, if we look, requires water as well, and reactive metals. Now, if I look here, I think we have reactive metals here, don't we? We do have reactive metals here. So if I add these two together, I can make the water-cooled CPUs right here. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go down here to water-cooled CPUs. Boom. Install. Okay. And I'm going to touch here. Say create route. And then from here, I want to say I want the water. Create route to here. And I want the... Why are they not letting me do the reactive metals? Shows I have a bunch of reactive metals there. Why does it not show them? That's weird. So let's do this. I don't know why. Reactive metals, create route. Let's try that. So there's our reactive metals. And we want to create a route to here. Create route. Let's try that. So now what that looks like is to submit. This should be working. So it's actually producing the water-cooled CPU. I don't know why it didn't show me the reactive metals, but that's fine. So that is producing the water-cooled CPU. So excellent. So one of our items that we need for the supercomputers is already being worked on. Coolant also needs water and needs electrolytes, which requires iconic solutions, which comes from a storm planet. So let's look here. Scan iconic solutions. Not a whole lot of them on here. So it shows they're all way down here. So I'm not going to be able to reach them with this one. So that's fine. We'll take some of the water off here and we'll move it to the other place. So what we're going to do though, oops, let's scan back in. We're going to build another advanced facility. Let's build it right here. We're going to create a link. All right, so, oops, submit. All right, we're getting real close to our power output. So then what we're going to install here is we want to build, what were we going to build? Transmitters. I don't know why it's not. So it's got all the tier 3s. Here's the tier 2s. Okay, so transmitters. So I'm going to install the transmitters. Okay. And we're going to create a route. So we're going to move the transmitters there. Good. Now for this, we're actually going to say we want to create a route of the transmitters need stuff that's not here. So we're going to say create a route of plasmoids. Create route to here. And we want to create a route of, what was the other one? Oh, Tyrrell structures, which we don't have. So I'm going to leave this one. And what we're going to do is we're going to say submit. We're going to close this. And we are going to fly back to our place and pick up the Tyrrell structures. So let's go ahead and do dock.
Warp drive active.
So the transmitters we've got done. And those are on the storm planet. We're also building one part of the supercomputers on the storm planet. We'll build the other somewhere else.
Docking permission requested.
So my cloak
Docking request
deactivated because I
accepted.
was close to the station, which is fine. So we are going to go ahead and add these Tyrrell structures here. And I don't want to add a ton of them. I have no idea where they are in here. It should be in some of these resources here. I don't see them, of course. Why would I? There they are. All right, so I don't want to put, took them all. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Tyrrell structures are actually created from, and I have to check, there's some consumer electronics. So we're going to go ahead and industry, planetary industry. I want to fly warp to 0. So that
Warp
way
drive active.
every planet has what they call control. We'll see what it says. Get rid of this. We actually need these control structures in a couple different places, so that's weird. There is supposed to be, well, that didn't work. Or did it? So it's Venolin 6, which is a storm planet. Venolin, yeah, we're not anywhere near Venolin 6. A lot of planets here. Venolin 6, which is a storm planet. Warp to 0. Let's do that. Okay, why did you not do that? Because we're already there, okay? So customs office is what we want. Warp to 0.
Warp
There we
drive
go.
active.
Yeah, sorry, it's been a while since I've done this, so. There it is. So this is the customs office. We can actually say access customs office. All right. No launch pads available. Oh, I don't have a launch pad? Well, that's not good. All right. So tax rate is 15,000. So I want to do half of these. So half of 17,000 would be 18,000 would be 9. So 8 is 16, and another 16. So 8. try that. Yep. So I'm going to put those in there. I can't transfer them anywhere yet, but I need to go, and actually we need to warp away from this a little bit.
Warp drive active.
So that I can turn my cloak back on. Not that I think I need my cloak here in high sec, but I did get ganked in high sec last night, so I really don't want to lose my expensive ship. So I don't know that I can actually access this while I'm not close to it, but we'll see. Since I already put the stuff in there, we'll see. So I'm gonna go, and knowing my luck, I'm not gonna be able to do it now. But I'm gonna go here to planetary industry, go to this one, and I'm gonna try and put in a launch pad. So come on, give me my build screen. These are running. Why does this one say it's not routed? It's not routed. Oh, I don't need any incoming products. Great route to here. There we go. All right. Submit. So one of the things you saw there was that I don't have it. So here's a storm launch pad. I'm going to see if I can create it. It did let me create it. Good. All right. Let me create the link. So yeah, my CPU is way up there. All right. So what we're going to do is, actually we're going to leave this. But now I'm going to, I wish I could minimize this. I am going to go here to the planetary industry. Oops, that's not it. Where'd it go? Huh, I'll be damned. Customs office. Access, let's try that. Okay. So I want to transfer. Oop. Select one or more commodities to transfer. Okay, so let's transfer. Select one or more commodities. I did. Okay. Oh, let's try this. There we go. All right. Transfer. So it cost me $264,000 to transfer those down there. All right. So then I'm going to go ahead and close this. And reopen this. Go back here. And now I'm going to take these from here and I am going to move them. And route them. I'm going to create a route to here. Why? Cannot route from storage to storage. Use expedited transfers instead. Okay. So where are expedited transfers? All right, let's get out of there. Expedite transfer to here. And I guess we do the same thing here. Execute transfer. Voila. So now I have the raw structures here. So if I say these, I can say create route. I create a route to here, create route. Now this one is working as well. So the raw structures is full, but the plasmoids is waiting for resources. So once the first batch of plasmoids, so they're actually about to finish here. They're about to finish here, a cycle, where they're going to produce suspended plasma. It'll get sent to one of these guys, this guy, which will then create the plasmoids. Then the plasmoids will be sent here. Whole big situation. So now we do need the water. We do need the reactive metals. So those are still building there. We'll let those get built. And that's building the transmitters, right? Yeah. And those are actually water-cooled CPU. So those are, and those will have to be transported out in order to build the supercomputers. The other T3 is hermetic membranes. Let's look at those. So this one, we pretty much And I wish it could show me what power I have. The only time you can see is if you try to build something else. So if I try to build another one, cannot construct another launch pad as it would danger over the command center's power core. So yeah, I don't have any more power here. So that's okay. We're gonna let these be built, so that's fine. Let's close this one. So with that said, the hermetic membranes, come on. I don't know why there's such a delay on this popping up. Hermetic membranes. Alright, so hermetic membranes require polymids and genetically enhanced livestock. These are both tier 2s. So if we look at the polymids, that requires industrial compound and fibers and oxidizing compound. Okay, oxidizing compound requires reactive gas. Reactive gas is only found on a gas planet. Okay, check. That makes oxidizing compound. Industrial fibers come from autotrophs, which are found on a temperate planet. So these two cannot be made on the same place. So, all right. So I need autotrophs. So then let's look what else we have. That makes polyramids. Genetically enhanced livestock require proteins, which are complex organisms, which are temperate or oceanic. We didn't find an oceanic planet, even though I have an oceanic one. So temperate would be our guy. So temperate, we're going to build proteins and biomass. Planktonic colonies also come from, nope, they come from these two. So I definitely need an oceanic planet. So I need to find out here if, show info, adjacent solar systems, show info, adjacent solar systems, show info. Does it have an oceanic planet? Lava, plasma, plasma, lava, gas. Gas, barren, so no. So I guess let's check HogginHowe. HogginHowe, barren, 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 gas, 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 storm, so no. So I need an oceanic or an ice one in order to make these hermetic membranes. So let's see, what's adjacent to HogginHowe? We've got Venolin, Coolin. Let's check who's talking. Orbital bodies. Oh, there's a couple oceanic, and there's a lava in Hutakin. So we could actually go ahead and do all these there. So we could move the lava there and the oceanic, and we could do it there. So that's what we'll look at. So Hutakin's our guy. That way we'll keep them all in 2 systems. The most you can have is 6, so I think it's 6. Yep, 6. So I've only got 3 more that I have ready to build, so, but we do have a temperate here, so let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and look. So the polyamides, oxidizing compound comes from gas. All right. Industrial fibers comes from temperate. All right. Proteins come from temperate. Okay, I can do that. Complex organisms. Biomass comes from oceanic, okay? So technically, I could, the proteins could also come from oceanic, so I could build the proteins on oceanic, which would save me 1 step. genetically enhanced livestock. The genetically enhanced livestock require biomass as well, which comes from ocean. So, whoops. So I could build all this on ocean, I believe. Yes. So I could do the whole genetically engineered livestock on ocean. Genetic livestock on ocean. So let's do that. And if we go all the way back to our hermetic, there's hermetic. The polyramids, this actually needs two different ones. So the oxidizing compound would come from gas. Has to come from gas. But the industrial fibers come from temperate, not ocean. Only temperate. So yeah. But with that said, there is that. So let's close you. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's set up the ocean one we don't have here. We do have a temperate one here. So let's go ahead and set up the temperate one here. So we want the industrial fibers. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and get that one. So these guys have that. Then we can add stuff to it if we need stuff for other ones. So let's do the temperate. So I'm going to say establish a colony. And bring it to a planet to establish a colony. So I want to fly. How close do I need to get? So we do have a temperate here. There. I think if I stay 10 away, I can stay cloaked. So the nice thing about this cloak, this covert ops cloak, is I can warp while I'm cloaked. So that makes that a lot easier. Once again, I want to thank you, my lurkers, for being here. You guys are awesome. So I brought that to there. So how do I establish a colony? So sorry about that. Almost didn't get to the microphone in time. God bless me. So if I take this and I drop it here, does that work? No, that doesn't seem to work. I don't want to jettison it. Oops, stop. So somehow there is a way for me to do this. So unestablished colony. So I'm at this planet. Maybe I'm not close enough, but let's get closer. It won't let me get closer. That's weird. Alright, let's warp to 0 here.
Warp drive active.
And then we'll warp back. Fortunately, I think that's going to get rid of my cloak. But we'll see. I don't think I need to be near the planet to actually deploy onto it. So let's see. So let's say view planetary industry. There we go. All right. So the one thing we're trying to do, why can't I get my scan? Come on. There we go. All right. So complex organisms or autotrophs, I think, is what we need. And there's not a whole lot of them. My goodness. Alright, so we place ourselves around these. Not a whole lot. Man, that's really crappy. And I'm pretty sure Radic membranes, polyamerids, industrial fibers, autotrophs. So yes, autotrophs is the only thing we currently need from a temperate planet, and they have to come from a temperate planet. Unfortunately, it's the only option that we have. So the largest one of these, not really the largest, but let's go with this one. So I'm going to say build, and I'm going to say temperate command center. I'm going to zoom in. We are going to put it right here. Let's go back to scan. Yeah, let's put it. Let's put it right here, so we can get this created. So now we're going to do an extractor control unit. We're going to put this here, and we only need one. We're going to create a link. Oh, we need a storage facility. So let's go ahead and create that. We'll create a link from here to the storage facility. All right. And let's submit that. And then here we're going to install the extraction program, and we want autotrophs. Okay. And we're gonna get some, oops, let's set the time frame. Always try to do it right around 1 day. So there's that, 58.8. All right. I want to be able to extract as much as we can. Oh. Dangerously overload the command center. So I think I can upgrade the command center. So let's upgrade it. No, upgrade selected. There we go. All right. Go here. So then we'll add another one. Oops. Get that one in there. Get this one over here. Let's put this one right there. All right, so we got that in there. So we're going to say start extraction, and that'll get that started. Submit. We're going to get this routed. So products, autotrophs, create route, and we are going to route them to the storage place. All right. So that's taken care of. So then we're going to create a basic industry. We're going to create that right here. And we're going to do a link to the storage. All right. We're going to submit. And the basic industry we're going to do is industrial fibers, which requires... So we routed the industrial fibers, but what we need to do now is we need to route the autotrophs to here. Oops, why did that not work? Autotrophs, create route. Okay, create route. There we go. So now we've got it. So we say submit. This is going to create the autotrophs, and we're going to be good. So it's going to create all that. We'll eventually need to create a launch pad so that we can take them somewhere else, but we'll see, because maybe we'll bring the other things that we need here. So let's go ahead and close that. So they're just making these. So you can see this one. There's our construction blocks. We're actually using a construction blocks for something else. Base metals, heavy metals. Okay, so we do want the oceanic gas. Gas, we do have another gas one here, so let's look at that. So I'm going to go ahead and say right click and do planetary inventory. All right. Now I don't remember which ones we need, which would be good. Come on, give me the search. Scan. Reactive gas, I know, was one. Which it looks like we actually had reactive gas on the other one. So it looks like this has all the same stuff that the storm one has. So I'm not sure why it says. Whatever we were looking at said it had to be on the gas. That's why. Every time I click on that, it takes it away. Automatic. All right, so polyamerids, oxidizing compound, reactive gas. It says that's only available on gas. Okay, so the reactive gas is what we want. All right, so that's all we need. Send that over there. So if we look here, there's a nice big one. There's another nice big one. I've got the scan filter set pretty low, so those should be pretty good. So I'm going to zoom in on this one and actually shrink this down some. Zoom in some more. So we're going to go ahead and build the gas command center. Same deal. We're going to put it on there. Submit. Then we're going to create a gas storage facility. And a gas extractor. Well, create a link between the extractor and the storage. Submit. We're going to then install the extraction program, which we want reactive gas, which we see here. We're going to shrink our scan down a little bit more, and we're going to get our extractors out. So we're going to put this guy in here, and actually we're going to set it to our normal 1 day. All right. And actually you can see that's pulling quite a bit, 106. So I'm going to take the scan back a little bit so we can see exactly which way it expands. We're going to see how many of these we can throw on here. This one might be a little bit more. 100. All right, we got to upgrade our command center. Upgrade. All right, and we can build some more. 100. 100. Let's throw one more right here. Let's see what we can get. 100. So that 94 is really the only outlier. And I got it up to 100. So there we go. Start extraction. Submit. We want to get the routing done. So we're going to route this, create a route to here. All right. And then we're going to create basic industry. And let's put that here with a link. And the basic industry, we need to install oxidizing compound. And we're going to create a route to here. So that's perfect. And from here, we're going to route, oops, not the oxidizing compound, reactive gas to here. Oops. Got to click it. Reactive gas, create route, then to there, create route. All right. So what that'll do is that'll get the reactive gas created. So now we've got the reactive gas being created. We've got the reactive gas being created. Which will create that. Actually, we've got the oxidizing compound being created. We've got the industrial fibers being created in a different place. So we got to put those two together. So, and that will give us our polyamerids, the genetically enhanced livestock. We can actually do on the oceanic one, if I remember correct. So yes, oceanic or temperate. But if we go back here, the other part, biomass, is only oceanic or ice. So the oceanic one, which we got to go to Hutakin to find an ocean planet, we will go there and we will set this up, and we'll do the whole thing with the whole genetically enhanced livestock we'll build on that planet. All right. So let's go ahead and minimize this one, close this one, close this one. So we've got 4 planets built. We're going to go build an oceanic here in Hutakin. Let's go back here. We need to go to HogginHowe. Jump.
Warp drive active.
Said jump. There you go. All right. And actually, I'm going to fly from here to Kulin first. Jump. And pick up the lava one.
Drive
We'll put,
active.
in order to try and minimize it, we'll put both in the same place. So that way we only have 2 systems that we have stuff in. So does seem like my frame rate has kind of leveled out, which is good. Was acting kind of squirrely in the beginning, so looks like I might have lost Nick. So, but that's okay. That happens. Yeah, Trig is okay. I'm allied with Trig. I'm not allied with him, but I'm positive with him. Not super positive, but positive enough. It would be nice if I could get more positive with him in this system, but I can't. It shows here it's got Trig this here, but it still shows that it's owned by Caldari State. So, all right, so we're gonna bring up this guy and dock with him, because that's where our lava
active.
command center is. And we'll pick it up and bring it back. Is one of the ones I looked at. Miniature electronics looks like it's on lava, so only
Docking
lava.
permission requested. Docking request accepted.
And that took a long time. So there is nobody in this system, which is kind of strange. So I'm going to take this lava one out of here and put it on here, and we're going to undock, but there is nobody in this system. I am the only person in the whole system. Seems very strange. This system actually has a stellar fleet, several Guristas, cosmic single. I have no idea what that would be, but I do not have any bookmarks in this system, which is kind of strange because I almost always have bookmarks in systems. Why is that so far over? Yep, I don't have any bookmarks, so we're going to go to Hutakin, which means we've got to go back to HogginHowe.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, one of the reasons I like Venoland is it's kind of a dead-end system. And it has research facilities, construction facilities, several other things, so it kind of works out. But yeah, it does look like we lost Nick, so maybe he fell asleep. So now we're going to go to Hutakin.
Warp drive active.
Do HogginHowe, show info, Jason Solar Systems, Venoland, show info. Yep, it's only got one. Now Hutakin is actually a way out of this area, so it gets a little more traffic. HogginHowe's got 6 people in it. And this is Hutakin. So I'm going to go ahead and warp out to one of these guys. We're just going to say warp to 30.
Warp drive active.
So there's only 4 people in Hutakin. I got a bunch of tritanium here. So we got the transmitter set up. We pretty much have the hermetic membrane set up. So I'm going to go ahead and cloak just to be safe. Not that I think I need it, but if you got it, you may as well use it. And then I'm going to deploy this oceanic one. So let's go ahead and say view planetary industry. Wait the 20 minutes for it to pop up. Selected item. Why is that all the way down there? Oh, so these disappeared. I see, because I have this up. I got you. All right. So let's go back to hermetic. Hermetic membranes. I keep minimizing this, but it's never not showing up where it should. Maybe it's showing up somewhere else. So genetically enhanced livestock is what we want to make here. So we need proteins, which are, whoops, go back. If I hover over it, it shows complex organisms and planktonic colonies. So I want to scan for those two. Planktonic colonies is actually the smallest. And what was the other one? Complex organisms. All right. So here's one where we got some planktonic colonies. There's a bigger one, so let's focus on that. So there's a bigger one. And then we want complex organisms. Let's see. Of course, nowhere near. So let's see. Planktonic colonies. Nope. So this one here looks like, here's my planktonic colonies, here's my complex organisms. So if I build here in the middle, I might be okay. I could build here and stretch it, but that's... Alright, so that's what we're looking for. Not the best, but... So I'm going to go ahead and build my command center. We're going to put it here. Submit. Alright. And then we're going to create an extractor. We're going to create a storage facility, which we'll put here. And an extractor control unit, which we want here. And we want another one down here. So I can reach those. Alright. So, and then we want to create links between these two. So here, here to here, and here to here. Oop. Dangerously overload the command, that's fine. So we're going to raise this. And more than likely, we're going to have to raise this a couple levels. So I'm going to go ahead and get it raised up. So, create link. Alright, submit. Alright. So now we're going to go ahead, since we have this one highlighted, and we're going to install the program, and we want planktonic colonies. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and check this one out. Scan it. Let's get it down a little bit so we can see what we can get here. Put one right in the middle. We're actually going to change this duration. And I'm going to say 23 hours. Oh. Just love how it jumps. There we go. 23 hours and 15 minutes, because right now it's 11:42. So that way we'll, around the same time tomorrow, kind of make it so it's always about the same time. Throw this one here. Throw this one here. This one here. Throw this one here. This one here. One more. Right there. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and start extraction. Not routed. Understood. Go ahead and create a route back to the storage. Deal. Alright. Now we're going to go up here and say submit. That way that one will start. And let's install the program on this one. So let's go back to scan. Why is the scan not working? Oh, there it is. Complex organisms. So here's our complex organisms. Let's shrink this down a little bit so we can get it into white. Alright. We're going to say install complex organisms. Alright. We're going to go ahead and set these up. We're also going to do this one for 23 hours if we can. At 23 hours and 15 minutes. Excellent. And 79. So not as good, which makes sense because it wasn't as wide. 76. Let's go below it here. 76. Alright, command center once again needs to be upgraded. So, 74. I don't like that one. 76. 77. 79. And one more. 76. All right, so let's start the extraction on that guy. Not routed. We're going to go ahead and get that routed. Create route, back to the storage crate. Boom. Submit. All right, so now both of those are running. Now we need basic industry for both of those. So we're going to do a basic industry. We're going to do 2 of those. And we can't do it because the structure can't handle it, so we got to upgrade again. And I'm sure we're probably going to have to upgrade to the last one, but we'll just wait. So basic industry, we want another one. All right, and then we need links for that from to these to the storage. And this one is going to be, I don't remember. Let's see, I should have it here. Basic industries. No, that ain't it. Fine commodities. All right, proteins and biomass. All right. Proteins. Install. We're going to route that to here. Create. And then here we're going to go. Which one creates proteins? Let's see. Proteins is complex organisms. Okay. So complex organisms, create route, route it to here. Excellent. So that'll take care of that. And then we do the same thing with the other one. So we're going to click this one and we're going to say install, and we need biomass. Install. We're going to create a route to here. Create route. Excellent. And we're going to say this. Nope, that's biomass outgoing. That's fine. So then from here, we're going to create a route for the planktonic colonies. Create route to here for the biomass. Voila. So that takes care of all that. So that creates all those. Now we need one final one. We need an advanced facility. I'm actually going to put that over here. And actually it created it with no problem. I thought I was going to have to upgrade. We're going to go ahead. We got the link. We're going to say submit. We're going to create this one. And this one we are going to do genetically engineered livestock. We're going to create a route back to this guy, create route. And then from here, we're going to route the biomass, create route to here. And the proteins, create route to here. And that should take care of that. So what this will do is this colony here will create the genetically engineered livestock, which is one part of the hermetic membranes. So that's good. Now, with that said, we've burned up five of our planetary industry, and we've only really completed. We haven't even completed two of our items. We need 4. So we do have part of the supercomputers that we are building, so that's fine. And that's a tier 3. So let's go to supercomputers. Supercomputers, all one word. So we need consumer electronics, coolant, and water-cooled CPU. Water-cooled CPU we are building on Storm. So that's good. Coolant takes water, which we are building on Storm. And it takes electrolytes. Electrolytes take iconic solutions, which iconic solutions only come from, come on, pop up. Oh, it's not popping up. From storm or gas. So this one is oceanic. So we could go back to the gas one and create these electrolytes. So that would work. That would get us those. So iconic solutions we need. Iconic solutions creates electrolytes. So we need electrolytes. We have the water. So that'll get us the coolant. And then for the consumer electronics, I saw somewhere else. So there's chiral structures and toxic metal, which I think we already have toxic metal on our other one. So I'm going to close this guy down. I'm going to go to planetary economy. Planetary industry, excuse me. So here's our one. We've got base metals, toxic metals. So we do have toxic metals here. This is where we're building our construction blocks. We're going to go ahead, once that's done, we're going to stop the construction blocks. But this is building the toxic metals. So when we drop the chiral structures on here, we could use the toxic metals and chiral structures, and that'll build the consumer electronics. And then we can have this build the rest of the supercomputer. We just got to pull everything from everywhere else. So that'll take care of the is that the miniature electronics? No, that's a supercomputer. Yeah, supercomputer takes consumer electronics, coolant, water-cooled CPU. So the water-cooled CPU is being created here. The coolant is being created, or we haven't set it up yet, but it would be created on the gas planet, right? Electrolytes, ionic gas or storm. Storm we've already got maxed out, so we're going to go with the gas. So let's create the electrolytes on the gas since we're here. So let's go ahead, do this. All right. And we're going to add. So actually it looks like no, it's actually producing. So yes, so what we'll do is we're going to look here. We're going to go to scan, and we want iconic solutions. All right. Oh, and there's none even close. Good God. It's outrageous. Yeah, that's not good. So we could probably stretch this. It's going to be a long link. So let's see if we can get this. All right, so iconic solutions. If we build a gas extractor, we needed to reach that guy. Actually, we probably should make it reach both of those, but yeah, let's make it reach that guy. Let's build it here. You cannot construct on a grass with danger to overload. Yep, so we gotta upgrade this guy, which makes sense. Oop, there's some down there too, so which would be closer? Yeah, right in the middle. Imagine that. Probably that one. Alright, so let's do this. This is one of the reasons why it's always good to check these things out ahead of time. So I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade this twice. Just so we've got some room. And then I am going to zoom this out. We're going to do a gas extractor. We want to be able to hit that guy, so we're going to put it there. It's going to be a huge link all the way down to the storage here, which I think that's the storage. Yep, it is. Yeah, that's crazy. Submit. And we could actually add, so let's go ahead and do this and then zoom in. Right. So now we're going to install this one, and we want to do iconic solutions, right? And let's make sure iconic solutions is what we want. Why is it gone again? Lord, give me strength. Supercomputer, enter. Supercomputers. Water-cooled CPU, we're done. Coolant, we're done. Consumer electronics, we're done. Electrolytes is what we want. Iconic solutions, so we need electrolytes. Okay. So iconic solutions, yes, is what we need. All right. So let's do this. Let's take this scan, shrink it down a little bit so we get it into a normal place. Let's take this and let's do 23 hours. All right. And we're back where we should be. 58, not very much. So let's see what we can do. 57. 57. $56. Yep. Alright, we're going to upgrade the command center again. Alright. Oop. Oh, why did you do that? Probably because I hit submit. $21, $23. There we go. All right. $56. Let's go above. 57. Good. $56.7. Let's throw one last one right here. 56. All right. Start extraction. Not rounded. We can fix that. Oops. Not what I wanted. Wanted to zoom down here and say route to here. And it did not. Forbid. Create route. All right. Submit. All right. So that's creating that. Iconic Solutions. Iconic Solutions creates electrolytes. So we've got to build another basic industry. Gonna have to upgrade this fully. So say submit. Basic industry. It's because of that long link. The longer the link, the more power it draws. So never had a problem with the CPU. It's always the power. So we're going to submit this, and then we're going to go here and say oxidizing compound. No, we want electrolytes. Install. Create a route to here. Create route. And from here, we're going to create a route of Iconic Solutions to here. Why do you do that? Create route. Here. Create route. All right. So that takes care of that. So that's got those two built. So not put together here, but can't be put together here because they're for two different pieces. So, but that at least gets a piece of it built. So let's go ahead and close this. So that's the iconic solutions. Go back here. There's the electrolytes. We can bring the water here, and that would allow us to build the coolant. So we might be able to make an advanced one that would build the tier 2 coolant there if we drag the water there. So we'll look at that. We can either drag the electrolyte somewhere else or drag the water there. So then the last one is the miniature electronics. And that says it works on a lava planet. So why did these guys get minimized? So they didn't come back. Alright. So there's a lava planet. So let's say view planetary industry. We'll go ahead and do our last one. So we need miniature electronics. I don't know why there was a huge delay for this to pop up. Very frustrating. Miniature. That does not sound like that is correct. Min-A-T-R-E. There, let's try that. No. So it doesn't like that one. Let's try that. RAM electronics, miniature electronics. This is what we want. That's IA. So we need chiral structures and silicon. So silicon has to be produced on a lava planet. Let's close you. I don't know why it doesn't do that. For silicon, it pops it up. For Physmic, it doesn't. So yeah, so that's lava. So we've got to get that on lava. Felsic magma. Let's do a scan. Felsic magma. Minimize. There's a couple white. There's a big white one. Let's do that one right there. Looks like the best place. So since this is the only one we need, we'll go ahead and do this here. Now we can use this one possibly to build some of the others. Non-CS crystals, we could produce the chiral structures here, but we've got a bunch of chiral structures. So let's just go ahead and build our command center. And I'm going to build it here because we got 3 right here that we could do if we need to. Since this is lava, this is the only thing you can get from or you can only get this resource from a lava planet. May as well go ahead and do that. So we need a lava storage facility, so we'll put that here. And we need a lava extractor. So we're going to put that here. And yeah, let's just go ahead and create one for now. Create a link to the storage. Submit. All right. Now we're definitely going to need more levels, so I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this to level 2. All right. And then that way we won't have any problems here. So I'm going to go ahead and install the program. We want to do Felsic magma. I'm going to change the scan down so that we can see exactly where it's at. And that seems to be a nice big one, which is really good. I like that. So we're going to do install. Whoop, let's do... You know what, let's do 21 hours now since we're... Let's do 21 hours. All right. Okay, I'm not sure why it's doing that. let's do this. We're going to put it right in the middle. 94, good. That's a big drop off. 91 as well. This is why you can't zoom in, because it puts it as far from your screen as you want. 90. Real big drop offs. 91. Come on. Come on. $90. All right, 90. So let's start extraction. Not routed. Let's go ahead and create a route back to the storage place. All right. And submit. Now I'm going to create basic industry. Right here. Do a link to the storage. We're going to install see, where'd it go again? There it is. Silicon. I can't remember that, but it's for nothing. Silicon. Install. We're going to route it to there. Create route. Here, we're going to create route of felsic magma. Create route to here. Create route. And voila, we are done. All right, so now we need a launch pad. So I'm going to create that here. And I need a link. I should have created a link first. All right. And I am going to go ahead and see if I can access this one. So we're going to close this. And I'm going to see if I can access the customs office.
Warp drive active.
No, it's taking me to the customs office. Wasn't really what I wanted. Access customs office. That's what I wanted. Must be within 25 meters. Yep, that makes sense. All right. So let me go ahead and let's go ahead and warp to 30 so I can cloak again.
Warp drive active.
All right. So then we're going to go ahead and access this lava one. Here we go. And we're going to do an expedited transfer to here. All right. And then what we're going to do is we're going to create an advanced industry facility. We're going to create that over here, and we're going to create a link from it to the storage. Say submit, and we are going to install in it miniature electronics. There you go. Install. All right. We're going to create a route to here for the miniature electronics, and then from here we're going to create a silicon route, which hasn't been actually done yet, and sure, all structures were out. And so you can see the Tyrol structures have already been put there, but the silicon is waiting for resources. So we hit submit, and that'll take care of that. So this will build the whole miniature electronics. So that takes care of miniature electronics. Harmonic membranes we still got to put together. Supercomputers we still got to put together. But we have all the pieces set up. So let's review. So here's our plasma one. And actually the plasma one, I think, is what we're waiting on one of the things for. Which one? Harmonic membranes, I think. All right, so let's look. Raw structures, plasmoids, water-cooled CPU. So we're building water-cooled CPU here. We're building industrial fibers here. Electrolytes here. I think the industrial fibers and the electrolytes, I think, go together. Hermetic. All right. Yes, so the oxidizing compound and the industrial fibers, those go together. And the oxidizing compound is coming from the gas planet. Electrolytes is the other thing we're doing. Oxidizing compound. So the oxidizing compound and industrial fibers create the polyamerids. So we'll probably want to set that up here, or one of them. So there's the oxidizing compound, and there's the fibers. Well, actually, this one, temperate one's got the least at the moment, so we could set that up there. And then the genetically enhanced livestock is already being created on this oceanic one. So yeah, so once those are created, we'll want to move those probably to the temperate. So we'll probably move the oxidizing compound to the temperate and the genetically enhanced livestock to the temperate and have them build the hermetic membranes. And then this guy is probably our supercomputer one. So let's go here and we'll do that. We can do that tomorrow. So I'm going to say temperate is genetic. No, temperate is hermetic. And then the supercomputers. For the supercomputer, we actually need 3 components. Consumer electronics, which we're building on we're building those here, aren't we? No. So water-cooled CPU is being built there. The coolant we need to put together. And electrolytes are being created here. So we could bring the water here and have it create the coolant. But the consumer electronics, How the heck is that being created? I haven't built any consumer electronics for some reason. Why haven't we built consumer electronics? Toxic metals. We're building on this first one. Plasma, so we could build the Tyrol structures on there. But yeah, it's kind of... We've got a lot of Tyrol structures, but... Consumer electronics. So yeah, we're going to want to do that here. So let's go look at this plasma one, because I think it's not done yet. Yeah, so its cycle is still running, still got 19 minutes, so which is going to be outside of our window. So I'm just going to let it complete. Same with this one, it's got 17 minutes, so yeah, so. And this is busting out all kinds of stuff. Reactive metals, toxic metals, reactive metals, toxic metals, construction blocks. We really don't need any more construction blocks. So yeah, so let me, that's actually building one, and this one's waiting for resources, so I'm going to kill this one. I'm going to let, these are all in toxic metals. This is all, so toxic metals is really what's slowing us down. Reactive metals. And base metals. Base metals is what makes reactive metals. So yeah, we don't need any more base metals, that's for sure. This one doing the base metals. That's doing the heavy metals. That's where the toxic metals come from. This one is doing the base metals, so we can definitely cancel this one. And if we want, we could set it up to make Tyrol structures. I don't know why. We had a bunch, though. I've already put them on those places. I don't want to extract them again, so unless I have to. I didn't realize we need to split them into 3, but we can create more Tyrol structures, so. But honestly, I don't think we need these, so I'm going to decommission this. Alright. Because this one, we've got a ton of base metals here. They're going to keep making those reactive metals for far into the future. So, these toxic metals... That one's slightly... This one doesn't have any, so let's kill that. Alright. These guys are going to keep producing, so we'll just let them keep producing. We're going to move these construction blocks. Expedited transfer. Whoop, you cannot print. Tell you, some days doesn't pay to get out of bed. Construction blocks, expedited transfer. Let's move them to here. All right. Execute transfer. So that put the construction blocks there, so we'll leave those. We can extract them. We'll use these guys to create them, but honestly, I don't think we need any more. This is producing construction blocks, so we'll go ahead and let that go. I want to stop this route for reactive metals. Delete. All right, and the route for toxic metals. Delete. So it'll finish this cycle, and then it won't be a problem. So, but it's already loaded it on there. Hey, probasreliefp. Appreciate the follow. But yeah, so this will hit this one. Hello, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotion for your channel. I appreciate it. I've had a lot of people offer me that, but appreciate it. So I'll definitely reach out if I need it. So but thank you for that. But yeah, so what we'll do is we'll get rid of this one once it completes. We'll throw those blocks over there and we'll be good. And then we'll start using these toxic metals to build the other stuff we want. So now what we could do is we could set up a Chiral structure one here since we've got a lot of extra. Let's do submit. And let's see, scan. Non-CS crystals. I think that's what creates Chiral structures. Yep. So if we pull these out a little bit, we'll see here we got a white spot, though they're not sure what that's going to give us, but let's see. Build plasma extractor. Go ahead. Let's put it up here because we could do that one next. All right, create a link. To my storage. There we go. Submit. Let me do this. So we want to install a program. We're going to look at non-CS crystals. And we're going to look at, let's do 19 hours. 21 hours. That'll work. $52. Oof, that's horrible. So we'll get these all set up. And then we'll go from there. So that's not going to give us a whole lot. 220,000 per hour, 10,000. So that's not too bad. All right, it's not routed. So let's go ahead and route it back to the storage facility. There you go. And then let's create a basic industry. Create a link. This basic industry. Whoop, I don't want another link. Yep. Submit. I want to say Chiral structures. Install. Create route. Check. And then I want to create from here the non-CS crystals. Create route to here. Create route. All right. That should get those created. So what I'll do is I shouldn't actually destroyed that one. I could have just stopped it from producing. So that was kind of bad. Yeah, so every time I destroy one and recreate it, it costs me money. So, but yeah, in that case, we'll go ahead and do that. So that's set up. It'll start outputting. And these are going. We'll let the base metals go. This one should handle the toxic metals, so which we will then use to create our other one here. So we'll go from there. So, but yeah, that should take care of that. I'm going to close this out. Smart fab units. So I'm going to close all these down. And I'm actually going to head back to Finland. Jump.
Warp drive active.
Cloak deactivates. Now I'm jumping. And then we're going to jump to Venolin.
Warp drive active.
Galente Starship 3 days, so that should increase my invention chances. What I got here, so 10,000 skill points. That's not a whole lot of skill points. We're going to go ahead and dock.
Warp drive active.
So there we are. So get us back here, and once we get docked here, I'm going to go ahead
Docking
and
permission requested. Docking request accepted.
close out the stream for the night. So I appreciate you guys watching. We'll be back on tomorrow night at 10 o'clock, and we'll check out our planetary economy, see how it's going. Once we get it all set up, it usually runs pretty good. We do have to move some resources around, but that's not too big a deal. So we'll get that taken care of, and we will go from there. So anyway, I appreciate you guys watching. Once again, thanks to my lurkers, and we will definitely see you tomorrow night. Thanks again. Talk to you later.